rushing because my husband's waiting downstairs for me. But we are getting ready to run to Harbor Freight and change out this saw because it just stopped working for some reason. And we need it to finish the deck. So he can finish the deck. So, all right, I'm getting ready to throw on my clothes, but I just wanted to welcome you guys to today's part of the vlog. Yeah, and I'll go downstairs and grab my lip gloss because it's sitting in my office with my lipstick. But anywho, I'm planning on taking these twists down today as well. But anyway, welcome to today's vlog. It is Saturday and let's get moving. All right, this is what I have on today. Nothing dynamic. Pretty simple. All right, and then I'm just gonna put on my black, probably just my black, Lord. Yeah, I'll show you. Here's how the foundation for the deck is looking. This is what's out here. Okay, so this is the weed barrier that I picked up from Amazon. I'm pretty sure I got it from Amazon. So I'll let you know how it works for me. These are some of the seeds we have. We still have some other seeds that I had gotten last year. Those just came from, I think, the dollar stores where my husband picked those up from. And then the other seeds that we had, we got like some organic seeds that I got from Amazon, and then just some, well, they may have both been a package of organic seeds. But those we got from Amazon, and they're outside. So I'll show you those once we get ready to start planting. But for now, we're going to put this barrier down. We've got these stakes, and we're going to go out here and lay it out. So that when my husband gets back, we can, when he gets back, we can try to maneuver this foundation onto this barrier. Now, we did it backwards. That was kind of his learning, his little learning. What is it? How do I want to say it? This was the lesson he learned. In that he was trying to do it, based on what he had in his mind, and then getting some input from a guy that he works with or whatever. So that builds decks. So he started putting it together, and I guess he wasn't thinking that, well, he might have been, but I don't think he thought about it until after the fact, that it was going to have to be moved onto the weed barrier. So anyway, we got that situated. I'm getting ready to lay the barrier out now where the foundation to the deck will actually go, or where the deck will actually go. I'm about to lay that out now, and once I do that, then he gets back with the rest of the wood he needed. Then we're gonna do it. He was gonna try to do it with the truck and do it some kind of way. I don't know with the truck, but I'm like, we ain't gotta do all that. We're gonna try to figure out how to move this thing over here by ourselves. We can pick up one side together, so we'll figure it out. So I'm gonna put the barrier down. When he gets back with the wood, he can finish cutting in his support beams, and we'll move it onto the barrier, and then he can finish building it out. Yeah. So that's what we're doing, y'all. I'll show y'all what it's looking like once I get out there. I mean, I don't think it's any different from what I showed last time, but I'll still show it again. And then I'll show you guys once I get the barrier put out, and I'll let you know how I did it. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to run into some challenges because I'm noticing that there's still a breeze out here. I have no idea, like, I don't know. It's a breeze out here. And so my arm got tired, and we ain't about to be standing there doing that. But I'll show you guys once I do it, because I don't think, I don't know. I may set it up and just let you watch me do it, and I speed it up or whatever, because it may be helpful to someone to know the steps, I guess, that I take to measure this out, because these weed barriers, the ones that I ordered anyway, and it seems like the other ones that I looked at were pretty much all similar. The measurements are like 3 foot by 50 foot or 100 foot, something like that. So the deck is a 12 by 12, which means 12 foot by 12 foot. So you kind of see my dilemma. But yeah, it's just going to have to go down in strippings. And I think what it's going to be is I'm going to use all 3 strippings, but each one is just going to be going to be cut. So that's just going to be how it is. And I guess it makes sense, because if it was much wider than that, it would kind of make it harder for you to do smaller landscape projects, I guess. You would have to do so much cutting. So it makes sense. So we're just going to do what we got to do to make it work. But I'll show you guys how I measure mine out, and then, you can do yours the way you want to, or you can say, oh, okay, yeah, that might work, and do it my way. So that's it. That's all. All right, I'm going to set y'all up, and we're going to get to work, because I think he's back. I can't tell, but it sounds like I hear him. So yeah, let me hear him do this, because I was supposed to be doing this while he was gone. All right. So I have already sifted my flour, and I did use bread flour because I had forgot I bought it, but I obviously had purchased some organic bread flour, and so this is unbleached flour, and so that's what I used. I'll put the recipe that I used in the description box, but this is pretty much the recipe that I use every time I bake bread, but this is the first time that I'm going to do it this particular way, and so I'm going to see if it turns out better. But anyway, that's my bread and my salt. And I did use sea salt because that's the only salt we had. So we're just gonna, not make a mess, Kima, not make a mess. Okay, so we're just gonna stir that salt around just to make sure it's even. Be dispersed before I start before I add my yeast. And let me bring you guys closer while I do this, and then I'll put you back so you can see everything.
Back. Okay, you can take this anyway. Good, back.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna dump this out and we'll get it put together. It'll start looking a little bit better in a second here. And this is the part that I'm not the best at, but we're gonna do what we gotta do to make it come out right. Less liquid, I think. I'm trying to wonder if that's what happened because I feel like I didn't have enough liquid in here. Because I had to go back and add in some more milk, warm milk. And I hope it didn't mess it up, but okay. So now we're gonna start with our butter. Yeah, that's starting to kind of bring it together a little bit.
Battery would be a lot of power. Got on the charge, so I go ahead and put these boards in while we wait on the charge.
Can I close the garage or cue?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna make this into a ball. to a ball like this, you guys. And I'm gonna put a little bit of butter on the top. A little bit on the bottom. Okay. And where's my bowl? No water in there. Okay, then we're gonna put it in my bowl and put the lid on it and let it rest for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we'll come back and knead it again. Okay, so that's that. All right, so I'll be back once once it's time to knead it again. Okay, so here you can tell that it's poofed quite a bit in there, or rose quite a bit. Let's put some flour down. All right, let's dump it out. Ooh, she's pretty. All right. This is gonna be our second knead. Ooh, y'all, it looks so pretty. Look at there. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be some good bread. This is gonna be some good bread. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to remember, do I put it back in there or do I go ahead and, yeah, I think I put it back in there one more time, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't feel like I'm doing this right, but I think kneading bread is an acquired skill. I'm just getting where I feel. I'm doing the best I can do it. I figured out 2 people's away. It smells like bread. Maybe this time I'm not supposed to knead it as much, which I think. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. Okay. Can you over-knead bread? Or no? I don't know. Because if you can, I may have just achieved that. All right, let's wrap it up. Okay. Okay, guys, so this is my cake. Remember I told you guys I was going to try that PB&J cake? Well, this is it. The cake turned out pretty good. And right now I've poked the holes and I've put the jam. I had some preserve. I'll show you what I had. But I put the holes in there and then spread that on there. So that's that. And then now I'm getting ready to put in the whipped cream. And then here's how the bread, let me clean this. Okay, so this is how the bread turned out. It looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. That's gonna be the loaf bread. Oh my gosh, I am so happy about that. So that turned out nice and pretty. And then here are the other pieces. I've already eaten one of them, as you can tell, because it was two of those little round ones. So it was good. These cooked a little too long, see, but it's not burnt. They just cooked a little longer than what I would have preferred, because they would have been a little softer. See, they're not that soft. This is still soft, but these weren't soft. But they still taste good. Like, it's cooked in the inside, nice, soft. I should have showed you guys. I apologize, but I know that we'll end up eating another one. Well, he will at least. And so I'll be able to show you that. But this other one, the loaf bread, that's the one I'm going to show you again once I get it out of here. Well, let me see. Probably can just take it out. Yeah. Ooh, still a little warm. Ooh. Okay. So there's the loaf one. Look at that. Child. Come on. And it's soft. This one came out soft. I guess because it was inside of this, you know, it had a, you know, a little berry or whatever. But, y'all, look at that. Oh my God. And this is going to be loaf bread. So I'm excited about this because this is going to be good. But yeah, and then this one I was just going to make into some probably garlic bread or something. I'm not sure yet. But y'all, look at there. I am so happy it turned out good. Okay, and then that's the peanut butter. I've got to put some jelly in there, and that's going to be the topping for the cake. But I'll put the whipped cream on there, and then I'll come back and show you what the cake looks like. As I could go down in the holes, I did allow it to. Oh, and when I punched my holes, I didn't go all the way through the cake. I just went as far as I could go without. When I felt if I felt the bottom, I stopped. You know, you don't want to push it through. And I think that was it. You saw the rest, and I told you about how to spread the whipped cream. So yeah, that was pretty much it with that cake, and I can't wait to try it because I think it's gonna be really good. We had the chicken that I had boiled last night that you guys saw. That's what's sitting here. All I did was put it in the air fryer for like, I think a total of 8 minutes. I flipped it, and yeah, total of 8 minutes in the air fryer. It was nice and crispy, and then I put some Anthony's, if you're not from around here, I don't know if you have access to it, but I put some of the Anthony's seasoning sauce on it, and that stuff's real good. If y'all have never tried it, y'all need to get with it. That is it's so good. I've been on that since I was probably fresh out of high school. Yeah, because I met the guy who says that he was our age, and I think he was going to Livingstone College, and he said his dad's the one that made it. So I don't know if that's true or not, but all these years, that's all I can assume is that it was. But yeah, that sauce, I still eat it to this day. So anyway, I put that on there, and then I wanted to show you what jelly I used, and I used this jelly. I've started buying this type of jelly, or preserve, whatever you want to say, to stay away from the high fructose corn syrup, you know. But yep, so that's it. And then the bread, it's sitting here now. So yep. And I'm gonna look it up. I think you can just wrap it in saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator, but I want to double check before I mess it up. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now, and I'll let you guys know, or you'll eventually see it anyway. So that's it. And I may make us a little thing of vegetables or something. I was thinking about making some cabbage, but I'm thinking we're not really gonna eat much more tonight because we were bad when we went out to Harbor Freight. We did pick up some cookout, so we really haven't been hungry since then. So I'm assuming that what we'll end up doing is just munching probably on a piece of bread and a piece of cake or something. I already ate a piece of chicken, and then he can, you know, eat it if he wants to or whatever. But that was just a thing to munch on for today. And then tomorrow I'll clean up this kitchen. I ain't gonna show y'all now. I think I'm about doing a video tomorrow, and I'll show you, but I ain't gonna show you now. So I'll clean the kitchen tomorrow. It's gonna stay like this tonight. And I'll clean up tomorrow, load the dishwasher, all that good stuff. Let these dishes roll tomorrow. And then, yeah, I think that's it. And then I'll determine if I'm cooking. Well, tomorrow I probably will cook because tomorrow's Sunday and I usually do cook on Sunday. So I probably will end up cooking something tomorrow. But the main thing tomorrow will be cleaning up the kitchen and getting the house, you know, tidied up for the work week. And that'll be it. And so today, you saw what we did for the most part. And yeah. And tomorrow, he said he want to try to finish the deck tomorrow. We'll see, because he does have other stuff he has to do for his little business or whatever, or for his business. So I don't know if we'll get it done tomorrow or not, but even if we just get the other pieces to the puzzle that we need, like I told him, I'll be fine with that, and we can just work on it during the week. So that's it. That's all for me tonight. I'm gonna chill out for the remainder of the evening. I may wash these dishes, but I doubt it, because usually when I have a night like this, when I do all that stuff, yeah, usually that's gonna get done tomorrow. So I told y'all, I'll be trying to overdo it now. But anyway, all right, I will holler at y'all tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be the same vlog. It may not be, because it may be too long. If not, then this will be in next week's vlog. All right, or tomorrow. Starting tomorrow will be in next week's vlog. But anyway, talk to y'all later. To show y'all while it's on my mind. So it said in an airtight container. So I have this, and it fits all of the bread. So we're gonna put it in here, and it says you can just leave it on the counter. So yeah, all right, so this is what our bread will be in, and I'll keep y'all posted on how it keeps and everything. All right.